Thomas and James steamed into the wharf. First, James in front. Then, Thomas took the lead. The wharf was buzzing. Barges chugged, cranes swung, and freight cars rattled and rolled. Thomas and James raced by. The little narrow-gauge engines whistled and wheezed in surprise at the speed and the steam of the big engines. The narrow-gauge controller was waiting. Thomas whooshed around the corner, puffing and huffing, just in front of James. "I won!" tooted Thomas. "Hooray!" "Bad luck, James." James's cheeks were as red as his paintwork. "I'll win on the way back to Tidmouth." "Well done, both of you," Mr. Percival announced loudly. "James, you are to unload barges here at the wharf." James smiled. He liked that job. Now he didn't mind losing the race. "And the special goes to the winner, Thomas." Thomas was excited. "You are to work with Duncan. You will bring lumber from the hills down to the wharf. It's a very important job." Thomas whished a whiff of steam. He was disappointed. He wanted to work at the wharf. And Duncan was tricky. He liked to tease the big engines, especially Thomas. "Duncan," added Mr. Percival, "please look after Thomas." "Mr. Percival says that because you mainline engines don't know the tracks in the hills," Duncan teased. "Yes, we do. Mr. Percival wants me to work with you because you little engines can only carry small loads," teased Thomas back. Duncan huffed crossly away. Later, at the transfer yards, Thomas was waiting for Duncan. Duncan puffed in. "Is that all the lumber you can pull?" teased Thomas. "James is waiting for me at the wharf. I can't wait for you all day." That made Duncan cross. Thomas pumped his pistons. His trucks were now piled with logs and he was ready to leave. Then Duncan had a cheeky idea. "I can show you a quick way back to the wharf, but you have to go over Rolling River Bridge. It's very high." Thomas wasn't sure. "You big engines aren't scared of high bridges, are you?" puffed Duncan. "No, we're not," huffed Thomas crossly. "I like high bridges. Please, show me the way to Rolling River Bridge." So, the two engines steamed off. Thomas and Duncan chuffed up to the junction. "Take this old track to the bridge," puffed Duncan. "It's downhill from the other side, straight to the wharf." Thomas's signal turned green. "Thank you, Duncan," Thomas tooted. And he puffed off. But Duncan didn't know the high bridge wasn't safe. It hadn't been used for a very long time. Thomas chuffed slowly toward the bridge. The bridge looked very old, and it was very high, and the ravine was very deep. Thomas could hear rocks falling into the ravine and felt a little scared. "I like high bridges, but this one is really high. If I chuff slowly, I'll reach the other side before I know it," he puffed bravely. Wheel turn by wheel turn, Thomas edged onto the bridge. "I am brave and I am strong. I'll get to the wharf and it won't take long," he chuffed to himself. Thomas was now halfway across the bridge. The sound of the falling rocks was louder and louder. The bridge had started to shudder and shake. Thomas didn't like it at all, but he wanted to get to the other side. Then Thomas heard a mighty crack.